Alright,
Tell Zoe.
say it's back day.
It's back day.
Look at the camera and say it's back day.
It's back day!
It's back day. Back in the basement editing studio. I would like to welcome you all to the Zachary Zeiler Show. And today, you guys, if my father, Papa Zeiler, didn't make it obvious enough already, today we're going to be training calves. Just kidding, we're going to be training back. As you can imagine, we are hitting some deadlifts here. Once again, I'm going to be trying to do this little camera setup all in one take. If all goes well, this will be one take. However, we're taking a look at my back session from yesterday, technically. I have so much footage piled up, you guys, and it's really frustrating because I'm so freaking critical about what I put here on YouTube. And I have so many video opportunities that I could be posting. You guys know that I took a week off, which I apologize for, but I needed that week's break. So right here, you're going to see me hit 545 on this set for a single. And I have not been deadlifting consistently for months now. Today, I don't know what the reasoning was. I just really wanted to get as close to maxing out as possible. And you guys saw just how slow that 545 went up. It was very difficult. I mean, that's the heaviest 545 has ever felt for me personally. I tried to hold it there for a very long time, actually, at the top of the movement. And my form wasn't the greatest, to be honest. But since I haven't deadlifted consistently in such a long time, I was interested to find where my strength levels were lying. I've deadlifted 585 in the past, and I would like to eventually become an actual 600-pound deadlifter and join that club one day. However, I don't necessarily want to go back to training heavy on deadlifts. I find that when I'm following strength programming for deadlifts specifically, it does more harm than good. In terms of back development and whatnot, of course it's going to be gracious, but I just find that my lumbar region just gets very sore, and when I go and I try to have effective squat workouts, it's just not possible when I destroy myself on deadlifts. But if you can't already tell, today is an angry workout, or this session was a very angry and emotional type workout. I tend to get that way when I go in and I put my headphones in and I have no one there to disturb me. I actually had a friend, Noah, who lended me some of his pre-workout to try for the first time. The name of it is, what is it, like Dino? That's what it looks like, if you guys can see that. It's called DYNO. He was very nice in allowing me to try that out, and in all honesty, I really like the way that Dino, or whatever it's called, I like the way it felt. I had a great amount of endurance throughout the entire session, and I ended up doing back and shoulders, a combination of different exercises, but I didn't do a whole lot of movements. Of course, every set was not recorded. You guys usually are used to that by now, but after doing the deadlifts, I went up to the T-bar rows. Nothing crazy. I went up to 5 plates for a set, and I tried to stay as controlled as possible, but as I said, this was like a very emotional session. I went in there and I wanted to work with heavier weights, and I was all about rhythm. Right here, I actually have a lot of control on this isolation movement, this low row, and I only did like two or three sets on that before I went into these lat pull downs, and these were the only pull down movements that I ended up doing in the entire session. This tank top that I'm wearing, I need to thank a bunch of individuals just generically, because recently and lately I have been receiving so much shit through the mail. Not only that, people have been sending stuff to my gym. I don't even know where you guys get the address to my gym. I mean, I'm sure it's not that hard. You do a quick Google search. But people are figuring out my address also, and they're sending me gifts and whatnot. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys out there sending me stuff. One thing that I just received was a book. The person who sent it to me was actually the author of the book, and he sent it to me, and it's basically like the relationship between physical and mental wellness. I haven't had a chance to read it just yet, but I want to keep you guys updated, and I don't have it in front of me to give you the exact title or anything like that, but that's something I'll update you all on. So right here, I want you guys to be really critical and let me know in the comments about my form. I'm making some pretty disgusting faces in this workout. I look like a fucking freak. I'll point that out right away, but I attempted to do some Arnold presses because that's something that I haven't really done and implemented in my sessions, in shoulder workouts specifically. but I really like the way it feels, and I didn't give myself a whole lot of rest time. And as you can see, my face looks like I'm taking a big shit, but I like the way these Arnold presses felt. I went up to the 50s, unless these are the 60s, I'm not quite sure. And I find that I lack the mobility at the bottom portion of the movement. I need to work on flexibility at that part of the movement itself. And other than that, there's not really too much I can change about it. I have long-ass arms, you guys. I'm sure any of you guys who are really long-limbed can relate to me that your flexibility isn't going to be the greatest on movements like that. But after that, we went into some side lateral raises. And I did this movement in a very extreme fashion. And side lateral raises are an exercise that I really like to mess around with different utilizations of intensity. Not only that, but different ranges of motion, as well as strict form and not so strict form. Usually I don't show you guys the not so strict form like what I'm doing here today, because I know you guys will be very critical in the comments and very supportive of my poor form, right? But no, I went up to like the 50s for side lateral raises, which is fucking heavy for me. And my form stays relatively tight. I'm really bending at the elbows. That's something that many bodybuilders will do in a cheating fashion, if you want to call it cheating. But it will allow you to work with heavier workloads and really get more side delt action. And that's something that I really lack and I need to work on. As I've said, with my small frame, I could always make do with some more side delts. One thing about my shoulders, I should say, is the fact that from the side, you guys will see I do some posing in a little bit. From the side, my shoulders do look really good. I have good rear and front development. It's just when you look at me front on, even in a t-shirt or like a sweatshirt, sometimes I don't even look like I lift. And it sucks because I do have a very narrow frame, and it takes away from my damn side delts, that cap action. It's something that I'm going to really have to fucking work on over the next few years or whatever. And it may be something that I never am able to improve. However, I'm going to do the best that I can. Finishing off the workout with front raises, and relatively light. These are 30-pound dumbbells, allowing a little bit of momentum and that sort of a thing. So that is really the end of this session completely. Look at the bags under my eyes. I'm so fucking tired looking. Right now I'm weighing around 180 for those of you guys interested. I am still pretty lean, I would say, too. I mean, I haven't really gained a whole lot of body fat. I'm not as lean as I normally am, but I still have some decent vascularity. And that pre-workout definitely helped with me feeling pumped up. I mean, I'm holding my breath right here to pop out some veins and whatnot, but that vascularity was definitely there throughout the entire session. And even with the gym being, 67 degrees, if I'm not mistaken, even with it being that cold in there, and yes, I consider that cold, I stayed hot and I was sweating the entire workout, and that's something that I really like to keep going. I like to stay hot, and that's why you guys always see me wearing sweats in my workout. And I normally don't take off my sweats to reveal the tank top unless I'm filming a video, because of course I want new and potential subscribers to see that I do in fact lift. So thank you guys very much for watching. That's the end of the video. I love you all so much. Peace out. Bye.